Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at factoring quadratics. So the first thing you want to do when you're factoring a quadratic function, as we have here 5x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now we know it's a quadratic because our highest exponent is a 2. So we know it's going to give us a parabola. So it's going to give us a U shape if we were to graph this. Now to find the factors though, the steps we want to do is we want to take our first number here, it's in front of the x squared, going to multiply it times our number in the back. Now, instead of just saying this number, because it's going to be kind of hard to follow, what we do is we label these numbers. So the first coefficient to x squared is going to be a, the coefficient to x will be b, and the coefficient to, well, at the end, there is no coefficient, just our integer at the back, is going to be c. And so we start with a times c. We're going to multiply. Well, positive 5 times negative 3 gives us a negative 15. So now we need to find the factors of negative 15. So what times what equals negative 15? Now I'm going to ignore the negative for just a moment. So first we have 1 times 15, that equals 15. 2, no, that doesn't work. 3 times 5, that gives us 15. 4 doesn't work. And then 5, we already have 5, so it just starts over. 5 and 3, 15 and 1. So I don't have to write all of them. Once I get a repeat of what I already have up here for factors, I can stop. So the next step I want to do is I say, well, these didn't equal negative 15. So I know one of them is going to be negative. So what I do is I look over at my b. My b value, if it's positive, then my larger factors will be positive. If it's negative or minus, then my larger factors will be negative. So this sign right here tells me what the larger factors are going to be. So in this case, it's positive. So my larger numbers are positive, which means my smaller ones will be negative. And I check, negative 1 times 15, yeah, that's negative 15. Negative 3 times 5, that's negative 15 as well, so it works. My next step is which one of these factors adds up to get positive 2, adds up to get my b value. Well, negative 1 plus 15, that equals 14, so that's not it. Negative 3 plus 5 equals positive 2. And there we go, positive 2. So these are going to be my factors that I'm going to use. So what I do is I create my two sets of parentheses here, my two terms. We're starting with x, then we plug in our factors. So the negative 3 goes over here, minus 3, and our positive 5 comes over here, plus 5. So we're left with x minus 3 times x plus 5. Now, we're not finished. The last step is divide by a. We multiplied it in the beginning, so now we have to divide each of these numbers by our a value, by positive 5. Okay? Now we're almost finished. It's the last step. Does 3 divide evenly by 5? No. And so what happens is we have to have a whole number here. So this didn't divide evenly, so that 5 is going to slip up right in front of the x. So we get 5x, so that's gone, and then we're left with minus 3. Now our one over here, 5 divided by 5, that does divide evenly to be 1. So we end up with x plus positive 1. Nothing needed to move up because they divided evenly. So we're good. And that's my final answer. My factors to 5x squared plus 2x minus 3 are 5x minus 3 and x plus 1. So 5x minus 3 is one factor and x plus 1 is another factor. This is saying that this right here is equivalent to this function.